Good morning, track fans! Here he is. I'm just going, come on, get into it. I'm here. Good morning. Let me just smooch a big cup of coffee into the shot. Good morning, indeed. Get out of the way. We don't need that coffee in the set. Well, we've got track fan stuff to talk about this morning, of course. Good morning, everyone. How are you all doing? So I'm not going to waste too much time introducing everyone to the chat. So I'm just going to catch up right here from Three Rooms Racing. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, hang on. Still got my phone in my back burner, which I'm going to turn to silent because what I've done is I set up a new WhatsApp group for our track fans members. My good Lord, that thing is on fire. I tell you what, I went out yesterday at midday. Me and Mrs. Brown, we went out to birthday, birthday afternoon, whatever you call these things these days. And I got back about, 5-ish. No, it was less than that. It was 4-ish. That's right. It was 4-ish. And there was 300 messages in there. To say it's a hit is an understatement. So that has been pretty cool. I didn't look at it this morning. I thought, well, we're going to be here, aren't we? So we'll do this. So nice to have everyone's coming here. Right, let's get through. From 7:30 today, I'm shouting out because there's probably about 1 million comments in there pre 7:30, but we just put that down to pre-show banter, and that'll be great. Talking about pre-show, pre-race, pre-everything. I've got my alpha here. Here you go, guys. So this is, check this out. This is the one. Did the decals on Wednesday's Wired on Wednesday stream. See, I've got a bit of age wearing around the grill and a bit of that detail around the petrol tank. It's got a little bit of wearing. So I'm due to be racing this. The place opens in 25 minutes. But I ain't going to be there. In fact, I am looking down the barrels of a bad morning. Reason being is I want to go racing over at Rockingham today. All welcome. It is Brooklands. It is Classics. It is F1 Polycar. And not sure if it's Trans Am or if that was just solely for yesterday. But I want to be there to do the Brooklands car. However, I just realised we've got the roofer booked in today. But the plus side is it's raining. And I'm not sure if roofers work in the rain or not. Not sure. So I'll have to see. Tricky. But roof leaking is more important than going racing, unfortunately, today. Because that thing in the last sort of 6 weeks where it's been biblical, that thing has like leaked like a good one. Oh, mate, DNA, Daihi, what are you doing? 1:30 in the morning and 2:30. Wow. Have you been on the source? No? All right. Well, thanks for your company, guys. Nice to have you on board. We'll get there. We've got loads to talk about in the show. We've got some nice slides to do and some news to bring you. Not new news and not regurgitated news, just some different news. Morning, Phil. How you doing? Wakey. And wake the cowbell and wake him up. Yes, cowbell. Oh, hang on. I love this. Right, hang on. Where would I put it? I'm going to find something quickly. I hope it's here. Damn it. Right, no cowbell video. I had a new cowbell video from this week. Someone in the... he's not here. He's going to be working, so he's not seeing the show. But anyway, he'll see later that I'm on to him. Yep. Good morning, Rob. Tara's in. Good morning, Tara. Good morning, Harry. You all right? Of course I'm awake, Robert. Of course. And we have Adrian's in. He's up and out. He's done an amazing job on his track update. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit down that video because it's 2.5 minutes long that he sent me. So we're going to edit that down and then I can share it with you because he's done a full walk around his track and it is amazing. Absolutely cock on, as we say, Aid. Brilliant. Yes. Well, you say your own show. Hang on a second. Was I late this morning? I wasn't late. I was 7:30, maybe 1. That's not late. I don't know if you tuned into Thursday night's show. I was late to that. I'll talk to you about that in a bit. Morning, Shane. You all right? What's this? Footing. I've got a footling, meatball and cheese. And a foot-long chicken range thingamagic. Ooh, okay. I will go with your crypticity. There you go. Good morning, Mad Dad. Here he is. Rog, you all right, mate? He's one of the culprits in the chat. And Dick's in, of course, being the Australian he is. And Mark, good morning. And John, how you doing, John? Rob, good evening, Rob. How you doing? Yes, Rob. Rob and Stock Car Daddy on the podcast last night, everyone. So go to Rob DeLeon's channel. DeLeon, get this right. DeLeon Slot Car. Go there. They released the podcast part 2 last night. It's great. I won't spoil the content for you, but some nice cars to look at in there for sure. They've done another sterling job. So I'm really enjoying it. I'm a big fan. I've left a comment to say just as that. But I really, really urge you guys to go and check out these podcasts. They're just the chemistry between these two guys. It's like they were meant to broadcast together. They're really good. And, 40 minutes goes boosh, just like that. I was listening to it last night and it kept me awake from going to bed to be up on time for here. So actually, DeLeon, it's your fault, mate, that I was late. But no, thank you ever so much for the podcast. That is really good. With you guys doing it, with DNA doing it, and with Talking Utter Slot doing it, I think we've got some great material on there on the audio side now, which is good because it pops in a little visual here and there to check out what they're talking about. So do check that out, everyone. Hey, brother's in the house. Good morning, Vinny. How you doing, mate? Good morning. And Albert and Wilf. Wilf, are you there? Wilf. Anyone who doesn't know what that is, Albert and Wilf are my nephews. And Wilf is 3. 3. Count it up. 1, 2, 3. Yes. He's going to be 4 this year. He's a bruiser. Track fans. Good morning, Dave. How you doing? Lovely video from you yesterday as well. I really enjoyed that. That was something else. Just that little touch up, and that is going to be boss. And I think, is it the final next week? Because it already looks amazing. I think you've got some of the guys who do this, properly going, there's a new sheriff in town. But no, really well done, Dave. That is coming together nicely. Good morning, Cribbit. Cheers, Rob. Thank you, mate. Good morning, Paul. Ah, here he is. There you go. I was just talking about you, mate. So Wilf is, Wilf is on the, Wilf's on the comments, everyone. Right, you guys are on fire. Chatting. That is it. Might be the final next week. Oh, yeah. If anyone's not tuned in to Slot R, check out here. This is how you find him on YouTube. And go there and subscribe. If you're not subscribed and you're watching this or you're watching this later and you love it, you will like that even better because he's more laid back. And, I'm Dave. Welcome to the channel. Woo, brilliant. I love it. That is literally what I queue up for. Hi, I'm Dave. Welcome to the channel. Brilliant. I love it. Yes, there you go. Rahul's piping in. Morning, brother. How you doing? You all right? Good stuff. We've got a show to get on with, and I'm conscious that normally I spend about like 20 minutes to 30 minutes rattling through the chat, saying hello to everyone from the minute you start chatting, which is about 6:30 in the morning yesterday to date. So I think I just want to streamline that and just make that about 10 minutes just to say hello to everyone, acknowledge everyone. I'll be all day saying, oh yeah. It becomes like Mark and Lard off Radio 1 30 years ago. To anyone who knows those two guys. Yes. So Hugh has just watched the video on hybrid. Oh, I've not seen this. Or did I? Was that the podcast? No, I'm going to check that out in case that's something I've missed, because we were talking about hybrid, and I think it's a good idea. I think it's somewhere a cross between. This is Carrera Hybrid, a new track set that's a concept that's coming from Carrera. Just in case you don't know what hybrid means, Carrera launching a new track called Hybrid, and it gives you the ability to drive your slot cars without a slot. So they're not quite an RC car, radio control car. It's weird. Google Carrera Hybrid, or maybe chat to Massimo at MP Slots, because he knows about it. He's a Carrera king. Okay. Good morning. Bristol Slot Club car. Even Bristol Slot Car Club even. Good morning. We've got a new member. Well done. Nice one. Put your name in there so I know what to call you, because that is a mouthful. But welcome aboard the Madhouse. You're going to have some great fun. You've got access now to all the back catalogues of the members' videos. And if you can send me, you'll see in one of the community posts from this week, I've put out a WhatsApp picture. Make sure you send me a WhatsApp message and I'll add you into the group. And that's where you're going to get no holds barred stuff, stuff that we can't put in chat and things like. Yes, Dan's already mentioned how he cooks nice meals for for people he doesn't like. Anyway, we'll leave you that. It is what? It's so confusing. Oh, hang on a second. We've got some banter going on there. We've got some banter going on in here. No, she's behaving extremely well, I'll have you know. Well done, Tara. You keep it going. You're doing really well. Don't listen to these punks. Okay, right. I can't even remember. I did this sporadically over different parts of yesterday, so I can't quite remember my order. So we always start with Young Track fans, and that there will never change. Morning, Young Track fans, or good morning when you wake up and watch this back. I hope you're well. We've already got Albert and Wilf in the house, everyone. So I'm liking that, the fact that they're here already. Brilliant. We've got, hi Wolf, how you doing again? Give us a wave. Albert, are you too cool for school for waving? Nah. Good morning, Leo. How you doing? When we're getting another video, come on, tell your dad to get his camera out. Paul, sort it. Leo needs to make content and we want to watch it. So hurry up, help him out. Good morning, Jacob. How you doing, buddy? Are you digital racing practicing today at Watford? Are you down there? Or is it a bridge too far from Stafford to get down to Watford for the digital crew? The Disca guys are all going for a digital racing practice because it is Eindhoven next week, the big 6-hour endurance over in Holland. So the boys are going to dust off their cars, the controllers. They're going to get chipped up, get ready, and just see what needs to be done. So well done on that. I don't know, Jacob, if you're watching this or watching it back, let us know in the chat or the comments. You do that. Oh, actually, I haven't done my housekeeping, have I? Good morning, everyone. If you're just tuned in and you don't know what this is about, I'm Pete and I do Sunday Slotcast sessions, what you're in right now every Sunday, with occasional Sunday off, but loads of advance warning. But we do it every Sunday from 7:30 loosely. And you can find us chatting away like Slot Car Romans every week. Love for you to join us. If you're in the chat, hit the like button for us. I'd appreciate that. If you want to share it, do that, because it's going to get out to some other people waking up going, right, feel like getting into the slot car hobby today. How do I do it? I used to buy a magazine, but now I flip onto YouTube. And if you share it, they will see this. And then they'll get an idea of where Slot R and Hughes Garage and Rob Sales channels are, and they can fleet over to there and get some proper comprehensive material. Excellent. So we've got Charlotte. Good morning, Charlotte. Ruben, how you doing, my man? Mr. Drag Racing Extraordinaire. Lewis, Elliot, good morning from over Black Country. How am ya? We got Sasha in the house. We got George in the house. Isabella and Cameron, along with Leighton, and of course, bringing up the rear, Rowan. Good morning. I almost said Leighton again then, but Rowan, he's probably sleeping right now. Rowan, wrapped up like just got like a face sticking out of the wrapping like this, and loving life, waiting for his next food or his next change by Slot R. There's plenty of them to come. Brilliant. So good morning, young track fans. You're the lifeblood of the hobby. You are the future, the next gen, the people that are going to take it on and drive it forward. And we need you to step up and have some fun with it. Keep doing it. Keep enjoying it. Tell your pals, because unless you've had a go, unless you've held the controller, you've floored the car and gone straight through the corner and off the table and onto the floor, or if you're on the floor, straight into the radiator, then you ain't going to buy into how great this hobby is. You need that experience of pinning that trigger and having that car go wildly out of control for you to think, whoa, that is a lot more fun than I thought it was. So yeah, that's what got me into it. It's like, wow, this thing is like off the chart fast. And then when I rekindled it 3 years ago, almost 3 years ago, wow, brilliant. I found out there was a world of racing out there, or a world of tuning and a world of scenery and track building and just mind-blowing amount of facets in the hobby. I love it. And do you know what? Just as if that wasn't enough, that you could be quite, you could have a good hobby in an isolated area. Like our friend Harry from Latvia. Harry, top of the morning to you. I've tuned into Harry at Latvia's channel this week. He's not too far away in the chat. Let me just speak this out right. So it's 1/32 Slot Cars Latvia. That's it. I'll put it on the screen. Here you go. 1/32 Slot Cars Latvia. See, he's a regular commentator. He loves his chat rooms like this and his live shows and things. He's regular. He's like, dare I say it, but he's almost going to give the fingers a run for his money. No, I'm only joking. The fingers, how you doing, mate? How's Gloria? Are you possibly watching this back? Because it is hideous o'clock where you are. But nice to have your company a bit later. And yeah, anyway, Harry's got a YouTube channel going on. And it's good. It's good. I like it. So he's getting unboxing going on. He's getting scenery going on. He's got track testing going on. And he's just a lovely fella with it. So I've tuned in. I've started watching his back catalogue this week. I've really, if you want another channel to check out, then we've got a new one. Well, it's not new. It's new to me. Sorry, Harry. I didn't actually realize you was contributing until someone said about your video. And then I went, light bulb moment. Let's get over there. Check it out. So I did. And I liked it. When can you come over again? Whenever you want. So you've got to tell your dad that the grandparents want to see you. They've summoned you because you have no control over them. And then because they only live 12 miles away, you come in. So it'll never cut the mustard with the grandparents if you say you're coming to see Uncle Pete and then you pop in to see them. Don't do that ever. Make it out like you're going to see them and you're going to pop in to see Uncle Pete. That's it. That's the way around. That's the best way to do it. Yeah, Dick, whenever, mate, whenever. Actually, the settee in the garage is a pull-out bed, so you can sleep in there. Snore your heart off in there. No, never. What are you talking about? You will find out swiftly, right, Tara and Steve, it was mainly Tara, at the MK swap meet, how lively that's going to be. Because whereas normally, right, I come over and I have a chat and do some filming and have some banter with you and Ian and Doug and Steve, and then I pop off and do loads of filming and you all have a little lay down and a rest and think, he's gone for 10 minutes. I'm going to be sat next to you all day. It's going to be brilliant. Oh, I love it. I can't wait. I'm going to bring joke books. I'm going to bring a flask of coffee. We're going to have laughs. Oh, you're going to careful what you wish for. Yeah, look, Roger, Mad Dad has seen it. He's saying here, I saw this. I'm not saying nothing. I'm not throwing stones in glass houses because I have trouble getting sentences out, even like saying Bristol Slot Cars Club, Slot Club Cars earlier, and instead of Slot Car Club. Bring your swag, bring it all. I was messaging Mac, one of our friends from the channel and friend personally and friend of a few of ours. And he messaged me last night saying something or other about, what was he? Because we then went on to chat about many things. I said to him, he goes, I can drop it off in a week. And I said, yeah, pop in. I'm off for Thursday, Friday, obviously a weekend, Monday and Tuesday, back to work Wednesday. So I got 4 days off. I need to do a load of filming. I've got a load of projects I need to do. And I just want to get it done so that I can get onto the new things that I'm itching to do. So I've took some time off. It's rare, but it's happening. Now I've got to work like Billy-O in the next few days to not fill that space with stuff that I think is more critical than doing these projects. Anyway, yeah, you'll need a strong coffee. You'll need all sorts of supplements to get through that day. But don't worry, we're in it together. Like a team. 18 Fahrenheit back there. Wow. Getting Chipmunk Pete on coffee in between you and Ian and Doug. Get a couple. No one to my knowledge has beaten minus 32 yet. Incidentally, though, we were having a chat in the week, Mrs. Brown and I, and we were saying Mrs. Brown was worried because Josh has gone in the army. Jola has gone in the army. We call him Jola. It's a Serbian abbreviation of Josh. So, you know, like Nolan Djokovic. Well, his parents abbreviate his name as Norle. So there you go. Everyone calls him Novak. We all call him Norle. So Jola, my lad, he's in the army. And Miss Brown goes, it's a bit nippy out there. It's just when we had a cold snap in a week. He goes, do they have to stop working when it gets cold in the army? And I said, yeah, they do. They do. I remember it well. When we were in Norway, the British Army stops working at minus 30. That's minus 30. And it only happened twice while we were in Norway. And it's fabulous because it was like a whiteout come in. It was, oh man, it was cold in there. Station commander's like, right, it's minus 30. Dig in. And we were like, yeah, like this, shoveling to get in like this like kind of tunnel that we made to hide in. Genius. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. So no, I don't think anyone's beaten the beaten it yet. That is cold. You'd never get like 0. You want to come back to Ireland, Daihe. Freaking brass monkeys out there. Whoo! Throwing boiling water. Ah, does it freeze then before it hits the floor when you throw boiling water in the air? Okay, right, track fans, we are on the march. Definitely on the march. So we've got our jolly track fans jolly outing in 2 weeks, everyone. There you go, 2 weeks today. So we've got about 12 people signed up, ready to go so far. I think Richard over in the Valleys is still sorting out his visa to come over. And I know that a couple of people are working on coming. They're struggling though, which is right because they've got priorities. I appreciate that. So there's a few of us going, still in the mix. I think this is going to be Daz Hall. This is going to be great for you in particular to come down. I think if you were able to get to Adrian will bring us down as a carpool. I don't know what your plans are. Let's chat about it later and sort it out. So we've got a bit of skin in the game to get you there. But that is going to be amazing. So anyone else who wants to come, it's not an exclusive thing. Anyone who's watching this, who's remotely interested in Scalextric, slot cars, Airfix, Hornby, Corgi, Poker, come on down. The price is right on Margate, the 4th of February. We're going to be in there from 11 a.m. 11 a.m. everyone. We're going to be in there and we are going to have a good time. Going to do the show. We're going to actually see if we can get in there an hour early and do the show from in there. Say like do the show from the cafe, build up some anticipation, and then all go in there and I can do reaction cam, walking around, reaction camming everyone. That's not you, Cameron. That's the camera. So it's of you are joking. You have never eaten all of those chewits, Shane. You have never eaten all of those chewits. Wow. That is incredible. Right. Hold on a second here. I just need to check something out. Talk amongst yourselves for a moment. I'll tell you what we haven't put on, actually. How slack. We've got no music. Honestly, it's like, can someone tell me the next time it's like boring here? And then we can sort our lives out. Music. I mean, or banner. There you go. Banner. All right. Let me just check how this looks. Okay, I'm back with you. I just have to check something because when you're on YouTube and you leave chat comments, I can see you see all your fancy emojis or the smiley faces, the pink waving hands and things. When I'm in my streaming software, that stuff comes through like we used to do smiley faces on a Nokia phone, where you do the little colon, hyphen and a closed bracket to make a smiley face. That's how I see it here. And there's a couple in there that look suspicious. I just wanted to check it out before I sin bin somebody. Exactly. Right. Okay, cool. Don't need to put no one in timeout. That is good. Right. So yeah, anyone who wants to join us, we're going to be down there. It's open-ended. If you're watching this and you don't want to make a comment, you want to kind of come down, see what it's about, maybe then introduce yourself. Come on down, do that. That's great fun. If you want a safety in numbers and you want to come down and you just know there'll be a lot of track fans there and you want to have a little look around, that's cool too. Come on in. If you want to WhatsApp me and say, I fancy coming down, how do we go about it? What's happening? Do that. Leave a comment. Hit me up on my phone. We'll sort it out. We'll get you to the event. And it's going to be good because it's only 2 weeks left. Oh, I can't wait. Okay, so what do we do? We start a new slot car bi-weekly program is what we do. So me and Rahul, we kicked off this week. It was not without action. I tell you, it was kicking off. And the reason it was kicking off is because I was late to the show. Unbelievable. So you would have thought, you know, the two pros would have this down. No, just retain my title as being a rank amateur. So what happened was a little bit of confusion with the time zones. I had, it was 4:30 in Canada, and I believed it was 10:30 here. But I don't know why, I just did. And that's what I advertised it on Monday with, and then I advertised it again on Wednesday with in my comments. Hold on a second, I've missed something in here. But, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, so anyway, long story short is it's about 9:15 and on Thursday. It was Mrs. Brown's birthday, everyone. So happy birthday, Mrs. Brown. She doesn't watch this, but in case she does, I've covered myself. Anyway, we're sitting there, we're watching this Netflix program called Fool Me Once. Oh, if you like a good British thriller drama with twists and turns in it, abundance, watch that. Fool Me Once on Netflix. Brilliant. It's not a kids movie, but it's a brilliant thriller. So we're watching that and we're like right into it, like zoned into it. We're like on the edge of our seats, and like Rahul's like at 9:15. Yeah, Pete, I'm in the streaming lobby now. So let me know when you're in. And I'm thinking, God, he's in there an hour and 15 minutes early. He's keen. So I thought, I want to go in there now because we're going to chat ourselves dry. And then we're going to be like dry on the show. So I'll leave it for a bit and then I'll go in there maybe about 10 o'clock and have half an hour and get ready. Then so I've gone outside briefly, sort something out, and I get a text from him at 9:25 saying, Pete, you're cutting it really fine. And I'm thinking it's unusual for him to be persistent like this, especially since it starts at 10:30. So I'm stood there outside having a bad habit, let's say. I don't want to say it anymore because of kids, but I'm having a bad habit, and was just stood there. I thought, well, I'll just check the YouTube thing to make sure I haven't said 9:30 and I've lost it. And yeah, on his stream it says starting at 9:30, and this is at 9:28, and I'm outside, nowhere near the studio, nowhere near setting up the lighting, turning the computer on, being in a position to be ready, getting refreshments, doing everything I need to do pre-show, let's say. None of it. So I've like ran in here, set the computer up, like turned the stream on. He's sat there like in his studio, like he does, like chatting away on his angle, looking cool. The lighting is perfect. He's relaxed. There's people stacking up in the chat, and I'm like stood here like this. Hang on. I'm stood here like this. Are you live right now? Really? Hang on. And I'm out the door. Yeah, he was live, so I was late to my own party. Again. What is going on here? So anyway, it's 2 weekly. So we've got a week on Thursday, not this Thursday, but the following. We're going to do it again. It's going to be on my channel this time. And then the next time it'll be back on Rahul's. Oh, it's going to be mega because it was just a good show. It was just really good. The object is to flashback from 2 weeks, strictly 2 weeks. That is it. So we're going through all of the releases. We're going through the new stuff, whether it's been published, whether it's been not published. And it's not because it's been missed. It's because there's too much good news going on that there wasn't enough time or space for that to be published. So we might find the stuff that slipped through the cracks, but we will overridingly be talking about the hottest property for the last couple of weeks. Then we're going to be doing another feature, which, well, you know, I may as well address this. Straight out there to Billy and Amanda from Sunday Slot Car YouTube channel. We popped up his video on the screen to talk about the reaction that the video got in a you know, we were doing it in a defensive and a positive light for him because the video got trolled, and we were trying to say cut out, you know, the need for trolling. There's no need for it. And the thing is, what neither of us did was we didn't think, and it's unusual for me, it's very unusual. I always ask permission. Ask anyone whose imageries I've ever used, I've always asked permission. And I didn't ask permission to use him or his face on our screen, and rightfully he wasn't too happy about it. So I've apologized off screen. Hold on a second. Let me just make this big and clear. So I've apologized off screen. I'm sorry for not discussing with you that we were going to use your thing on screen before the show. So I apologize publicly. I've apologized off air. We won't be doing that again, I can tell you. I'm pleased that you could see it for what it was. It wasn't an attack on you. It was an attack on the trolls that attacked you. So we were trying to, maybe we went about it the wrong way, but we were trying to support you and, you know, encourage people to not do that activity. If you've not got anything decent to say, don't say it. And if you haven't got anything decent to say, well, justify why you don't like something. Don't just go, it's terrible, and flock and fleet off. Just give us some feedback. Even if it's this, I get loads of, let's say, funky feedback. And I like it. Yes, it criticizes me being a bit shouty, being a bit fast, being a bit late, being a bit, you know, being me. But I don't mind that, because these things that are being critiqued are about me rather than the content, which is cool. It means the content's good. So I can live with that. But what I can't live with is people going on an outright assault on someone who's just tried to put a video there to help students that he teaches how to, you know, develop content creation on YouTube for. So Billy and Amanda, I'm sorry. It won't happen again, and I do apologize for that. So, but that aside, this show was amazing. If you haven't seen this show, it's on Conquest Racing Club. Go and watch it. It was brilliant. I really enjoyed it, and I can't wait for the next one. And I can't wait to see you back. See how I got the time right on the screen? So then, just having a think about that. Talking about trolls. There was a troll on Dave Kennedy and Travis's stream. I'm not going to go back into it again. It's been covered. But the long and short of it was, this guy felt that because somebody else had started a live stream at the same time as Dave Kennedy, that person would be trying to steal the viewers and the, what do they call it? The viewing revenue, is that the right word? The money that you earn from people watching your video. Ad credit, that's it. So when people see an advert in your content, you get about half a penny or half a cent given to you. So this guy felt that the other person was going to steal all of Dave's money by streaming at the same time. So I said on Thursday, let me go back 8 weeks and I'm going to share with you how much money a YouTuber earns from an approximately 2-hour live stream based on 600 views on average, which is what my live streams get as they go on. So do you want to know? So yeah, let me share it with you, because, you know, I just want you to, oh no, I'll have to tell you later. Stick around, stay tuned in, and I'll share the show. I'll share that money with you in a bit. I promise you. I will keep tuned, and I'll share it with you in a little bit. How much do YouTubers earn for live streams? I love building a little bit of suspension in the show. Come on. All right, I tell you what I'll do. While you're all shaking your heads at me, I'll catch up with the chat. I'm only 10 minutes behind. Oh no, Shane, you didn't. Rookie amateur, who caught you? Was it the dog? Because if the dog caught you raiding the fridge, that's all right, because you can bribe them with some food that you're raiding the fridge with. Sorry. Oh, that is funny. Pub tour by DNA. What, when you come over here? We'll do it. Warwick is brilliant on a pub crawl, because it's like Shakespeare's country. It's full of taverns. Oh, Slotar. Yes. Yes, it really did. Well, yeah, no, it depends on where your threshold is. Slotar Rahul is from Essex. We just say that. They do. I was born in Essex. One sec. So I just realised the music's quite loud. Let's have a look. Oh, okay, right, cool. So Bristol, what you do is if you go to the community, go to my YouTube channel, and then you have those like horizontal tabs that says videos, shorts, lives, something else. Oh yeah, podcasts. You'll have one that says community. And if you go into community, it's almost like your sort of Facebook feed. It allows you to put pictures in there. So the last post, or one of the last posts, was it's got an image of WhatsApp icon. And if you look at that post, it's got my mobile number. Or timely, shameless plug time, because I can never get this right. In that corner there, up there, go to that QR code in the top corner, scan that. It takes you to the merchandise store where you will get my mobile number, because Google makes you put your phone number on there on your website. Doesn't like it. Okay, right, let's crack on because we've got a show to get through. Right, so established, I'm going to tell you how much I earn in a little while, so stay tuned, guys. Do like to £2.25. You are not far off, but where would that decimal point be? Would it be up near where Harry's saying on Latvia? Don't know. Hey, Albert, we've got 2 Alberts in the house. That doesn't make a right, though. Good morning, Lionel. You are not bad. And yes, you're absolutely right. This hobby doesn't need drama, which is why we've diffused it. We've taken care of it with Billy and Amanda, and I hope that that's taken care of now, because they haven't replied to me from my apology. I know that Rahul's been speaking to them, and it was smoothed over with a view to the future. So I do hope they take my apology. I don't know yet, so we'll see. We'll get amongst that. I'll let you know, keep you updated. Anyway, on a more positive note, so in the WhatsApp group that I set up for it's Track Fans TV, TFTV, Inner Circle of Trust. That's what the WhatsApp group is called, the Inner Circle of Trust. So set it up, and someone said we were talking about slot cars, and we were talking about friends and things like that. And one of the members, I won't mention him because I don't know if I'm all right with it, but anyway, he piped up. He summed it up perfectly. He says, it's the only straight and decent circle of people I've ever known in my life. I've never made good choices in friendships or associates due to life and work choices, good and bad, be it good and bad. But for the first time, I feel like I found a group of folk I know are good people, if that makes sense. So, if you take Shane out of the question, I think overridingly, that's a pretty good statement. No, I'm only joking, Shane. I know you're good for it, mate. Where is Bo? Don't know. And so that summed it up for me. I wanted to share it with everyone. I knew that coming off the back of the last slide would be a mixed bag, so I wanted to just boost up with the positivity and what Slot Cars gives to us, because that just sums it up. Where I've talked about it before, when you have kids in particular, if you were quite social before kids, and then you have kids, and then you sort of like your kids' social circle becomes your new social circle, because you go out to the Saturday afternoon kids party and then you beat. You are not going out clubbing all night to God's Kitchen or Gatecrasher or something because you're wiped out from Johnny's party. You start to switch your friends and you drift from people who still want to go out partying. You kind of drift away from them, and then you find new friends, but you don't see them all the time because you've got kids or because you've moved away. Like Harry has moved to Latvia. His social circle isn't massive, as he says, but what he has got is a massive social circle in the slot car community. At any time he can pipe in and find a live stream, find a premiere video going out for a chat. I'm really enjoying premiere videos because it gives us the chance to chat in the chat. And as soon as that premiere goes up and live, that chat is active. So you can get in and cut across these and sort of keep up with people. It's really cool. Yeah, exactly. See, so between the guy who wrote this and some other guys in the WhatsApp chat, we have formed a real tight inner circle of trust. It's really cool. So thanks for that, mate. I really appreciate it. Just summing it up that a few of us could get behind those words. Talking about getting behind it is where I normally am on the racetrack, behind someone like Kidar or a dad, Nick Kerr or Matt Tucker or John Underwood or anyone else pretty much at Rockingham Slot Car Club, because they're all literal legends on the racetrack. But, you know, if you're going to train in anything, sports, motor racing, chess, whatever it may be, train with people who are damn sight better than you, because you will always keep pushing yourself to try and catch them. You know, you'll tune your car, you'll get that edge. Unfortunately, these guys have been doing it since Merlin had stubble. But I'm getting there. I'm getting better. I'm almost keeping up with them. And then I lose it on a corner, and that's where I mess up. And I've cost myself almost a lap. But I feel like I'm getting it. I've actually, in the last couple of weeks, I don't know if it's because BRM, 1 in 24 scale, and they're naturally slower, and I can actually function. I can process the speed. Or if I'm getting the hang of it. I don't know. But we'll find out later on the racetrack. Right, so track focus. Got some nice things to look at. So what do you remember what we saw last track focus? I'll tell you what we saw the last track focus. We saw slot mods. That's it. I forgot. God, I nearly called them something else. But we saw slot mods, massive track that they're working on, like literal. It's like a kingdom. It's that big. So this week, I thought if someone had tuned into that last week and they saw these tracks, it's getting a bit leery. You know, it's getting a bit out of reach for the average guy. And that's what I wanted this section to be at, is mainly about the average guy or gal. We are, or thing. You know, we've got to cover all bases here. We're a modern channel, so a he, she, or an it. We've got to think about how what we can relate to. What we see on the track focus is something we can achieve at our homes or our offices, if you've got your track in your office because you're legends. So what I wanted to do was just bring us back to regular tracks, regular people, rather than the like literal insane track that slot mods are doing, which I'm going to keep in tune with, because you've got to have a dream, right? You've got to have a dream. Right, before I do, let me catch up with the chat. Okay, so yeah, Rob Sales, I'm going to catch up from here. You've got 22p. Oh, DNA, yes, let's do a competition. Right, hold that thought. I'll tell you what, actually, hold that thought. We're going to have a prize. Right, let's have a competition. That's a great idea. Well done. I'll pay you later, Daihi. So we'll have a competition for a sticker. Rock and roll, baby. Do you want to see it? for a Track Fans TV sticker. Let me show you a picture of what I'm talking about. It's a bigger sticker. Here we go. Share screen. Right. So this is the sticker, that billboard sticker there, which I'll talk about in a minute because they've become available on the merch store along with other slot car channels stickers. One of these stickers, a Track Fans TV sticker, that is, not the other guys, we'll do it. One of them stickers for the person in the chat who can get closest to how much money I've made in the last 8 weeks of live streaming this show. So you will be surprised. So there is a prize, a Track Fans TV sticker for whoever can put down in the chat what money I made from the last 8 weeks of streaming this show, just this show. I think you're going to be surprised. So throw in your, do it now. If you've already had a guess, have another guess so that I can see it in a sort of clump of answers. Save me sort of going up and down 15 minutes worth of chat. But yeah, we are going to have a look at that. Sweepstake. Yeah, Bo is looking at his new car. He's got new cars, everyone. Isn't that just a lovely statement from our man? So it's just catch up. Watching the song remains the same for hundreds of times. We went out with different JP. Don't know about that one. Yeah, so get your answers in for a Track Fans TV sticker. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And he's gone now. He's been dealt with. It's a members chat. It's a members group. So £2.99 a month. Come on, it's less than £1 a week. I mean, you probably lose that in a week. You'll lose that. If you've got kids, you will lose 50 times more than that in a week. So just siphon £1 a week out, you know, and there you go. Shortchange your kids. I didn't say that out loud. GT BRM are much faster than the Group 2 BRM. Oh, really? We are doing BRM. So we're on Minis, we're on Escorts, Cadets, Alfa Romeos, Abarths. You can never really say that name. All right. What? Yes, no, let's not encourage anyone to become smutty, please, because I have a sim bin here. In fact, right, hang on. Is there actually, where is Daz? Is Daz asleep? Right. I can trust Rob Channel. Right. So Rob Sale, you are now. Actually, it's probably the right. All right. Davey boy, if there's any innuendo starts popping up, can you help me out with the chat? Because I'm not keeping up with the chat as I'm chatting and sort of focusing on other things. What is this? Oh. Yeah. Cool. I'll go with that. Yes. So, right. We've got some make the prize mug. I'll tell you what. What do you want? Oh no, it's just an alienate people. All right, so let's do a mug. Whoever gets the closest to the actual money I've made will win the mug. A mug of your choice, 11 ounces. And then what I'm going to need someone to do, because I've left the notepad upstairs, is when I get to the slide a bit later, if you're just tuning in, what I'm going to do is I'm going to reveal how much money I earned as a YouTuber making this show over the last 8 weeks. So what I will do is I will ask someone who's brainy, Slot Art, to add it up when we get there. That's funny. Right, here we go. 26.25 from Phil. 16.50 from DNA. 1,000 quid from John. I wish. John, have another guess, mate. You're miles out. If that was the case, everyone would be trying to be doing this. 8.20 from Bristol. 22.40 from Sotar. £1.85 from Rob. You can tell Rob makes shorts. It's a little bit more than that, Rob, but that if you just made shorts, that's what you'd be getting paid. You probably actually wouldn't get that much money for 8 weeks worth. Anyway, we'll just get rid of that. $12.50, $231. That's ambitious as well. Definitely not that, buddy. 2p, Cribbit, on my man. 467. Okay, right. We've got some interest for the mug of your choice. 12.50 from Hugh. Pat is on 8.98. 15 quid sterling. I love it, Harry. Well done. The Irish is coming out in you. Aim low, die here. You can always go up, or the guy will fall on the floor first time. Okay. Mad Dad, 22.50. Dave. Hi, Dave. How are you, mate? I didn't see you come in the chat. Good morning to you, buddy. Dave's throwing it out. You will respect my authority. I love that. I'm not fat. I'm big boned. You beep. All right, Hugh. Okay. I've upped the game. I've buckled under pressure. I'll do a big mug. So it's gone from kudos to a mug to a big mug. No, it's gone from kudos to a sticker to a mug to a big mug. Right, competition's closed. £8 for 8 weeks. That's good logic on that one, mate. 3 rooms is on $20 Aussie. Thanks, Dave. I love you to bits for that. Hit the likes, everyone. You are on the hour with me, Pete Brown, at Sunday Slotcast Sessions, weekly banter for slot cars. Yes, love a bit of slot car action. And where do we get it? Well, we set up a stream and we just all get together and talk slot cars. Oh, love it. Okay. Yeah, game on, mate. Defo. Absolutely cock on. There's no way on earth, Mum, that 3 people are going to get it right, or Richard. I can't tell who's watching. And if they do, what I'll do is I'll split the mug into 3 pieces and post them a piece out. It'll be a bit like the Berlin Wall. They'll be like, yeah, I got a piece. Mark's in. We got Mark in at 9:50. Good morning, Dave. No. Lionel, you don't need to go. It's mainly analog. At the majority of the slot car racing clubs, Lionel, it's analog. It's not digital. It's not digital, because digital, when you go racing, is expensive. Not just to get the car, but you have to have the right timing system for the laps and everything. And it is very, very pricey. So, no, if you talk to John at Oxford Scalextric Club, I think they're fortnightly or monthly, I can't remember. They'll talk to you about it. It's all analog and you don't need anything. You can go there, and I know John, they'll lend you a controller, and they've got cars ready to lend to people if you haven't got a car, if you're checking it out. And they'll help you with tuning up your own car. They're really good. John and Jonathan, brilliant down there. So it's well worth a call. I'll tell you what I'll do, Lionel. I've got your number. So I'll text you over John's number later. He lives near to you and all of that. He's an Oxford boy. So have a chat with him, mate, and get down there. It is literally, he is one of the ones that understands you didn't start from nowhere. So he's got all the time for you, mate. 7.99's in from Rob. Good re-guess, Rob. Good morning. What? Dave, that's amazing. Thank you very much, mate. Tell you what I'll do, Dave, while you're on a roll, I will send you the image of the slide so that you can actually add it up, because I haven't added it up. It's in my book upstairs. If I send you the picture, if you've got a couple of minutes on this while I talk about tracks, if you don't mind adding them up as well. Oh, you joker. Bear with me a second, guys. Chat amongst yourselves. Here we go. Right. So I need to copy the picture. Oh my gosh, that worked. Right, it's with you, Dave, Messenger. Dave's going to add it up, total that up for us, and we can get on with it. Right, we come here to look at some tracks. Oh dear. Right, Mum, don't worry, I've got one reserved for you. Let us chat later and see if there's a particular one that you want. 8 weeks, £10.90 from Lionel. It's a valiant effort. So, right, back on track. Excuse the pun. I said that we wanted to look at regular tracks, and I got these two here, right? This is quite a sweet story, actually. It's why I, in particular, put these two on here. I don't know if these guys watched the show. I wrote to them just to say I'm going to use the track. I hope that's okay. It's always good to go in at that angle because it gives them a chance to say, no, don't use it. But if they're too late, then I can say to them, I did ask you if it was okay, but you didn't reply. That being said, the track on the right, you'll notice there's a little blacked out bit behind the word nights where there's a little child there. Because I didn't hear back from them, I have blocked that out. I've learned my lessons from last Thursday. I'm not putting anyone on screen that I haven't got clarity permission from. So we'll go on that. So Nick Priest on the left, he got his track out one Saturday afternoon. This is brilliant. This is what it's all about. Slot track fans. And he sets it up to have a race, and he puts the image on Facebook. Unbeknownst to him, one of his pals, Charles Knight, had done the same thing at his place. He's like, just randomly out of the blue, gone, yeah, lad, who's behind the blacked out rectangle. He's like, here, lad, here, let's get the track out. So he's made a track with literally all the pieces that he has. So that's all of his slot car pieces, bar one corner. And it just brings you back to Saturday afternoons. It's a bit raining. What do you do? Well, this is what you do. Get this out, and your kids, they're gone for 2 hours. And when they're finished with it, you're gone for 2 hours. So, yeah, I just wanted to share this. Is getting back to nice sized tracks that you can achieve at home. It's about having fun. It's about getting the track out, using it, getting some laps in, and just switching off and having fun. So thanks for that, Charles. Thanks for that, Nick. And then we've got Howard Gannis. Now, I featured his track on the left a couple of weeks ago because he's doing the pink foam scenery. He's got the pink foam going on, and he was incorporating a train track to it. Well, let me take my mug out of the screen. He's got his track on the right-hand side. And the reason there's a couple of reasons I wanted to particularly put Howard's stuff on. Not sure if Howard watches, but if you are, good morning, Howard, or good evening, wherever you are. Howard's wife passed away recently. And she used to encourage him to do this hobby to make time for himself. So he obviously, in her absence, so many condolences on that, my friend. And I'm glad you've got something that you can take strength from and feel close in the process to the hobby, to your late wife. This is, you know, this is the stuff. This is, everyone has a reason to have an interest in this, and it's just nice that he had that support and he's got something afterwards that he can work on that gives him that that memory. So anyway, the reason I'm sharing it is just to let him know that we're here whenever you need us, mate. And you know, just chip in, put a few pictures of track on, we'll find you. You've got some friends out here, mate. But he's thinking of changing it. He's thinking of taking it down and redoing it, I think, based on the train idea. So we're going to keep a track on Howard. Howard, we're going to keep a track on you, mate. And we're going to keep dibs on how you build your new setup and how that comes together. You've got a great bit of space there. So let's... thanks, mate. Yeah, I got that. 1 second. We'll deal with that when we get to it, Dave. I see what you're saying. When you put it in, I did think that. But the thing is, you know how YouTube works, so we might not actually count you in that. We might have to discard you from the competition, Dave Slotter, because you know how analytics work. No, I'm only joking. So yeah, Howard, thank you for the share on Facebook. Thank you, mate. And if you find Howard, give him a little like on his page. Let him know that, you know, there's people out there in the wings thinking about him. I can't even put myself in his shoes. I just can't do that. So moving swiftly on, we've got a new sheriff to the mix. And I found this guy on social media and I took 3 overall pictures of many that he's put out there. His detail is great. It's called Run Model. Highly recommend that you get over Facebook and have a look at this. I'm not sure if it's on Insta, but it's really good. Like, I kind of just like the way he tweaks little things. Like, if you pay attention to the top right hand image, which has got the race huts in it, the tents, you've got the way he dots around the cones around the edge of the track. Just those little finishing details. What makes it for me, and a couple of other people that makes scenery. Yeah, there you go. So Howard, from Phil, from Tara, exactly right, from Dick. Well done, guys. I knew you'd pick up on that. Thank you. So yeah, there's people around. What's this here? From John. Only 2 hours. Christmas with my first set. 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. More the next day. Yeah, exactly. That's our shift on it. But Wilfie, are you there? Wilfie, he's a 2 hour kind of guy. If you watch my video from Friday night, put out a video of me, Albert, Wilf, and Vinny, and the rest of the family. We got a Street Cruisers set sent to us, so we decided to test it out. And for Wilfie, it was 2 hours. The rest of us, we could have carried on building the other track layouts and things. But yeah, Mad Dad is in here as well, Howie. So yeah, I thought Ron Model was good. You could check him out. He's doing bits and bobs on there. I liked him. And then Steve, we've been following this. We had him on a couple of weeks ago. His track, that is, he's completed it. So he's got this done. I saw the note last night late that he's finished it. Just after I've finished the show as well. But Steve, well done. We've gone from a super detailed, very busy, high detailed track to minimalistic. It's a special stage track, this is, I believe, where he can... was it this one? No, it's a different one, was the special stage. But anyway, I really like this. So anyone's thinking about doing a wood routed track, here's an idea for a bridge section that you can put in quite easily. And Steve Friedman's your man. If you want to find out how that works, do by all means go over, hit him up. Yeah, that's right. So DNA tuned into the show on Friday. Yeah, Lionel, you would enjoy that actually on Friday. Show George the track video on Friday, because it's a ton of us having fun on our Scalextric track. Yeah, you always get bonus points, my man. Thank you, Bristol. It's very kind for Howard. But I'm now doing a Scalextric and Hornby 00 track. And George would like to race a Lotus 25 against the Flying Scotsman. Who's going to win? I have got my money on the Lotus. Yep. George, I think my money's on you, my friend. Are you guys coming down to Margate, actually, in a couple of weeks, Lionel? You bringing George down? It'd be quite a good crack. So Dave is, anyway, having a chat with Daihe. Cheers, Phil. Yeah, indeed. It was good fun. Where are we? Oh, what? Who threw a cat on the track? Track invasion. I don't know if you've got animals, but this is a common recurring theme, I think, where not only the track ambushes your track, but it takes a kip on it, and you can see that somebody's driven the cars into it to try and get it to move, and the cat's decided not move. I'll roll over on my back and get a belly rub instead. That cat is a legendary, absolute ledge. How many subscribers do you need to get to the 1,000, Daihe? And well done for staying up so late. And Rahul and Rob Delian and Slot Car Daddy and whoever else is there that I've missed that's up late, very late indeed. I think Eric's taken a well-earned rest this week. My Lord, Slot Car Wildman was on fire last week. It was great fun. Revo engaged. Morning, Ruben. Here he is. Hang on, big screen. Boosh. How you doing, my man? Are you up at your mum's? Good to have you on board, my friend. So yeah, there we go. We've got a cat on the track. That is the challenge. Fortunately, our cat likes to sleep on the jigsaw puzzle rather than the slot car track. And then moving on, we're off the tracks now. We're off the tracks. We're out. We're in the next section, which is stuff. What's happening out there? Because I didn't get the slide. I've had a bit of a nightmare actually with this week's slides. But Pete Shepherd is on it again. He's you can tell that we're slightly biased on the show to Pete at Racing Replicas. And you know, I like doing custom builds. I like spraying and building cars. It gives me therapy. And then, you know, and I follow Pete because Pete is absolutely smashes it out of the park. He's I think Travis summed it up well a few weeks ago. He's like an artist. I think there is such thing as an artist in scratch building, you know, Shotgun Dave and Slot R and, you know, Rahul and Conquest Racing Club and George at Area 51. These guys can scratch build and paint like they're superhuman or something. Yeah, you're totally right. It is Pete's world and the rest of us just sort of occupy it. And the nice thing is Pete is a good old Essex boy as well, isn't he, Dave? So, you know, you think that he might rub off on you. Sebring midget, there you go. So Dave has done some outstanding work again. Pete has done some outstanding work again. Well done, Pete. And yeah, I just like this. Oh, look, it must be that time. Showstopper. It's time to find out how much we made on YouTube. Right, and little do you know, and little did I know actually, but Slot R has stepped up to the plate. He has literally stepped up to the plate. And when you was all putting in your guesstimates, he was making a note of it. He surpassed my expectations. Thanks, Dave. Utter legend. So, don't write the figure in there straight away, Dave. Let's let him deliberate on the numbers on the screen that I'm about to share with you. Right, so you're all wondering, how much does a YouTuber earn for a live stream that goes on for 2 hours? Because don't forget, and look, let me and I've always been honest and straight up with you. I put adverts into the live stream every 18 minutes from when you start watching, because if I don't, YouTube will put them in at every 6 minutes on my behalf, but they'll get all the corn and we won't have nothing for it. Not that I'm in it for the money, but I will not allow YouTube to take away a fiver that we can use. No, I haven't ruined it. But any money that we can use to develop the channel in terms of buying shelving, getting some tuning stuff. Well, you know how it goes. So, how much money? Drum roll in the back, please. Come on, here we go. There it is. There it is. There you go. So I'm going to give you a minute to digest that. So last week's live stream made me £2.25. I thought New Year's Eve would be a big one, £2.71. Oh, look. So the 26th of November, 2 hours and 1 minute made me £4.08. So that was a big hitter. That was a big show, that one. Not quite sure why I earned different amounts of money, considering the timings are pretty similar. I've never kind of got the hang of that. Like, if it was 2 hours on the dead, it would be, I don't know, £3. So there you go. Slot R, the grand total. Is that the total, Slot R? Is that the total? Tense. So there you go. Right? This is how much money us YouTubers make when we live stream for 2 hours on an average of 600 views. So if you think we're nicking somebody's business by streaming at the same time, we really ain't. We're really not. So yeah, that is the total. Okay. Slot R. Who got the closest to it? Please, drum roll. I'm just chuckling because I think I know who actually got the closest to it. He did. He did his guess. And it's not a fix. You can go back through the chat and see his entry. And then you can see this slide. And if you don't believe me, I'll screenshot the time that I've messaged Dave the summary sheet to add up. He got that after he made his prediction, but he made the right prediction. Literally by 33p. So in 8 weeks of streaming, 2 hour sessions of live streams, bar a couple that were about 1.5 hours for purposes that you know about, deployment. I earned, let's just round it up. Let's do a round up. 23 quid. £23. I get out of bed every Sunday at 7:30 for £2.25. It's probably the coffee that I drank in those sessions probably cost more than that. So I'm actually losing money by drinking this coffee. But that's all right, because I love it and it's fun. And I'll always do it while it's fun. DNA Slot R won it. He was 33p and £2.50. I know, you were way off. Oh, it's rigged. Come on, it's not rigged. Oh dear, yeah. There is a second vote, but he genuinely won it. He genuinely won it. It's a bit like what was it? We did a members competition. And Daz Hall won the car, the Slot It Lancia. We got a white kit in for the members show, and I did it up. I built it, I sprayed it, I tuned it, and then I offered it out as a competition prize for the members. on the Wired on Wednesday show, and Daz Hall won the prize. And the thing is Daz Hall picked the colour scheme. He's a big Group C fan, which is what class the car is. And then he won the prize. And it's like, oh, you know, it's just, he won it fair and square. He won it fair and square. But all of the, but it stacks up, like people have it's stacked up like it might have been rigged. It could have looked like it was rigged, but it definitely wasn't. I'm not like that. I've lost enough competitions in my time to know I don't like competition rigging. That's what I've done. Shit. Oh, I just nearly killed the stream. Okay. So let me just address this. Okay, cool. Right. It's good. I'm going racing. The roof was cancelled. He's got his daughter. So, right. Anyway, I wanted to share this with you. I'm going to take this off the screen now. Just have a quick word to the trolls. Any trolls out there? Any low down, knuckle dragging, butt chump trolls who've got the intelligence of a gnat? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Really, it's not worth it. You've probably spent more money on electricity bouncing between channels to troll us than it has to do it. So I'm glad that I was able to share some earnings with you. So, and everyone who does content, right, is similar earnings. So it's no, I'm not earning this as that. Obviously, if you get 1,000 views, you're going to earn slightly more money. But this is what 600 views will get you. So if you want to double it, you're going to get £4.50 for 1,200 views. Yeah, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. If you go back and do some analysis on other people's live streams, you'll find that they tend to hit around about 1,000 to 2,000. If you take some other popular channels that might do news, they get about 1,000 to 2,000. So they're earning £5 to £7, really. And then, do you know what? If you watch them later on when they're not live streaming, do you know what? They still earn that money. So you're not taking anything from them. It's based on views, not when you view it, just if you viewed it. So look, trolls, do one. Said my piece. Moving on. So in other news, Oh, just for laughs, has anyone got the new Scalextric club car this week? Did anyone go? Oh, Daihi, good night, mate. It has been emotional, man. And yeah, can we get some more chewits? Oh, no. Go to bed, mate. Finish it off tomorrow. We've got some good stuff coming up. Your brand is going to be on the channel in about 3 minutes. So you can catch up with it in the morning. Speak to you tomorrow, Daihi. Take care, mate. Salt of the earth. Anyway, just to chat about the Mini Cooper. You would have thought, right, after last year's bad press, or mixed press, I should say, they don't help themselves, do they, Scalextric? Just check out the spelling of Cooper. They just don't help themselves. Brilliant. But at least it's not a problem with the car. And the car looks sweet. I really love this car. Dave, I made you a moderator to behave. Hilarious. So it's just for fun. I mean, I love Scalextric, you know it. I review them, I go there. I do like the net. One of the future videos is going to be a little bit of a car review on a couple of cars. Not new cars, but just because I want to review them because I haven't reviewed them and I think it'd be fun. So what's this say here? You can get more money for less views if viewers do not ad block or turn off ads quickly. Oh, I don't mind. I don't really particularly want anyone to watch ads. I think it gets in the way of your creative flow. But I appreciate that YouTube are going to do it. And I'd rather take the money for the channel and put the actual frequency you get to see them at a longer stint than YouTube would give them to you if they did it. So, but no, I really appreciate that, mate. Yeah. This was obviously made by someone who didn't go to university. And so, yeah, so that was fun. That was fun. I like this. I saw this. This is hot and new and out. So you can get this from Slot Spoils, our friend Benjamin over in Malta. He got this. I think he's got this at the moment on Facebook and YouTube. I really like this because quite into the way you can side light the podium edge, the edge of the podium. And it's really nice if you've got like some mates coming round and you have a bit of fun. You could do little awards at the end of the night. You know, first place gets a bag of Doritos, second place gets half a bag of Doritos, and third place gets the empty bag from earlier of Doritos. No, Ian, actually, after the last few months, it's really not. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, I go premium. That's why I do YouTube. That's what the £23 in the last 8 weeks of streaming's paid for. It works out perfectly because it's like 12 quid a month or something like that for premium. So 23 quid, 24 quid. It's got 2 months of free premium. Excellent. Thank you, guys, watching the live stream. You've covered my premium. Get in there. Sorry about that, mate. They must have been listening or something. What's new? Oh, this is new. So I've been trying for months, literally 8 months. 8 months. I've got a black and white printer at home because because it's just what we had, just what we got. I used to have a color printer in the office, and that's where we do all our printing. So I get work to pay for it, you know. But since I haven't got a company, I've got a black and white printer, and there's no way I'm buying a color printer when I've got slot cards to buy for, and I don't really need it. I just go and print in the office. So anyway, yeah, Dick, you are about to build this. I know, and I cannot wait. Everyone watch Dick's recent video on building a single light tower. Really good. That's DG Raceway, everyone. DG Raceway. You can see his moniker here on the screen. He's doing some tutorials on how to build stuff. Is fantastic. Right, so you've got the Track Fans Tower, the sign, that sign that's a sticker. And that billboard sign there is a standard billboard sign at Magnetic Racing. Now, the nice thing about this is that if you go to Magnetic Racing's website, you can now use a discount code. So you can get yourself 5% off of anything on Magnetic Racing's website with the discount code TrackFans5. If it doesn't work, just let me know and I'll tell you what it is. So TrackFans5 will get you discount from anything on their shop. So I'm really pleased that we've got an agreement with them. As you can see here, you're not only limited to Track Fans TV stickers. I've had a chat with some other friends on YouTube who don't have the avenue to promote their stuff through as yet. And what I'm doing is a full-on profit share with them. So if you buy their sticker through my web store, my merch store, then they're going to directly benefit from you supporting their channel by buying their sticker to put on your billboards or three-way triangle boards or big light towers here. And on the actual web, when you click into, explain this, when you click into that light tower icon you can see on the screen on our website, when you click in there, it gives you like a bit of blurb and then it gives you your options. Well, in the blurb, I've linked it all up for you so you can go and see those particular pieces of Magnetic Racing kit. And I've also written in there how to get that Track Fans TV discount. I'll do a couple of posts on it in the week just to remind you. But anything you buy from Magnetic Racing gets you 5% discount. I think they were talking about something. Whoa! Good night, mate. I didn't see this. Sorry, I was just talking about Mag Racing, of course. Good night, brother. Thank you ever so much for tuning in, my man. It is a real big ask because the show starts at 1:30, 2:30 in the morning for you, and you're still here. It must be like 3, 4 in the morning, something like that. Thank you so much. You guys are great. And give us another podcast soon. Please. I put a suggestion in the comments on the podcast for you of what might be good to hear you guys chatting about. So just throwing it out there. Just if you need help with topic or content, I've got tons that I would love to hear you guys, you and Rob at Delion, talking about, because you've just got it. You've got the chemistry, the magic. You've got it. So, yeah, let's chat. But good night, mate, and thank you. So going back to what I was saying about that, click in there and you've got links that just takes you straight to the sites where you can get these pieces of kit. You can get your discount. It's Magnetic Racing. You can see on the screen, we've got the double Goodyear bridge and we've got gantry over there. It's not a double gantry, it's 2 half gantries. I've just sort of lent up against each other because I was going to take a picture of it and send it to Adrian because he's just built a full-on gantry. So yeah, Track Fans TV, 5%, not just my brand on there. You've got Slot Car Wildman, you've got DNA Slots who's just left. You've got Mag Fans, Magnetic Racing with the Mag Fan little tweak I did to their brand. I've not changed the logo at all. I'd never do that. I've just added Mag Fans to it. Rob Sale brand. He's literally a global leader in creating short videos. You've got Slot R. If you're watching this, you're a YouTuber. Dick, I'm going to design you a logo at some point this week. I'm going to get you a logo over. I designed Rob Sale's logo. You never know. Rahul might do it. I don't know. He's designed about 1 million of them. He is a genius when it comes to digital marketing. But what I'll do, I'll have a tinker, Dick, if it's all right with you. Get you a logo. Get you on this roster. Is there anyone else watching whose YouTube channel you've got a logo or you want your stickers sold through my website? I'll make the stickers. I'll do all the printing. I'll put them on the website. Whoever buys them, I'll give you 50% of the profit. If you want to know what the profit is, when you get in touch with me and we talk about your logo, I'll tell you what the profit is. It's not a lot of money. I tell you will not be getting rich. Like stickers are £4. So you can tell, and with with a making cost, it's not going to make you rich. But what it might do is it might give you a couple of quid here and there that get you a pair of tires or a braids. So yeah, if you want your brand on my thing to sell your stickers, let me know. Happy to build you in, and we'll get moving on that. Anyway, let's crack on. Travis, good morning. G'day, mate. Are you in? Are you stopping with us? What are you up to, dude? It is, hang on, quick time check, 12 hours. It's about 8 o'clock at night. So by my judging, you're possibly working on tomorrow's news schedules. Or would you do that in the morning when everything comes out? Anyway, good to have your company, buddy. Oh, yeah, no problems, Dick. It's therapy for me. It's therapeutic for me to do stuff like making things on the computer and that. I like it. Anything that gives you a result, a tangible thing you can see for what you did, I'm on board with. I love that. So there you go. Okay. We've covered the road trip. NSCC, that is a club to be a part of. Lots of perks and lots of stuff. You get that going on. And actually, I think, guys, we're about 5 minutes away from the end of the show. End of the show being a little bit earlier than usual, maybe 20 minutes or so, because I've got to shake a leg and get to Rockingham where I'm racing. I'm praying that I haven't missed the Brooklands class. If I have, I don't mind. for two reasons. First reason, no, I'll talk about that in a minute. Let's finish the show first. So NSCC, get amongst them. Then we got the NSCC swap meet. Yes, swap meet is coming up in February the 11th, which is in 3 weeks today, guys. 3 weeks. You're going to get it. It's in Central Milton Keynes. It's £1 to get in if you're a member. It is, I don't know, it's not going to be much money to get in. Oh no, it's £1 to get in if you're not an NSC member, and NSC members are free. Okay, so it's £1. You can get in on that. We're going to be there. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be rolling out. Oh, wrong side. The merch stock. I've got the t-shirts over there. No, I haven't. I've got them here. I'm not going to go through these. There's one. See, it's not all about Track Fans TV. See? So anyway, so we're going to be there. I'm going to be on a table in between Magnetic Racing and 1 in 32 scale Strictly figures. Well, that's how it's working out in my head. When I get there and I find out I'm on the polar opposite end of the room from them because they've had a quick word, because I'm always late. We'll see. Because there's one thing having me for 5 minutes, Tara and Ian and Steve and Doug, but there's another thing having me for a whole day. Brilliant. So yeah, get down there if you're in the vicinity. Milton Keynes is on the London West Midland line of the train. So if you're in the Birmingham area, anywhere like that. So if you're coming from Merseyside, Manchester, Merseyside, Glasgow, Cumbria, Wolverhampton, Birmingham, Coventry, Rugby, down to Milton Keynes. If you're on that if you're in that trajectory, get on a train. In fact, no, probably best check that in case they put on a bus service. Okay, so there you go. That is the show this week. Ledges! I don't think it's that kind of party, Tara, but, you know, bring it anyway. What's the worst that could happen? Hang on. I've actually got some here. I've got some gaffer tape. Hang on. Should we have a workshop? Right. This is the gaffer tape. There you go. See? I was in the SAS. SAS 1980. I can't see the point in bringing gaffer tape. Why do we need gaffer tape? See how I put it? Just underneath my eyebrows. Because I've dealt with gaffer tape. I've been a victim of gaffer tape at parties before, where I've fallen asleep like a rank amateur and ended up with a gaffer tape all over my eyebrow. Fortunately, I've got a technique. If you do it a millimeter every 3 seconds, like, you can get it without losing your eyebrows. Yes. There you go. So, I don't know where the innuendo was on. I was talking about, you know, it's that whole identity thing. I don't get it. That's it. See, now talking about interrogation. So they've realised I'm ex-SAS. Now they want to, like, interrogate me. I'm not going to do it unless there's waterboarding, okay? You know, that's my preference. Right then. So, on one last hurrah, thanks, Dave, for all your help through the show, mate. I really appreciate that. Hitting the likes and all of that and doing the sums for me. Appreciated. So, thank you, Phil. I really appreciate that. So I'm going to wrap it up now and say thank you ever so much for joining me again on Sunday Slot Car Sessions, your weekly injection of energy and slot car action from me, Pete Brown. Thank you for your company. Always thank you for your company. Slot Car News is out. I didn't mention it because the slide has gone on a Burton, but do get Slot Car News. So feel free to tune in with me next week. Welcome aboard as a member, Bristol. And I'm doing a members video so you can see what the perks are joining, and it'll explain a little bit more. So I'll put that out this week at some point. But no, thank you for joining me again this week. It's been a pleasure. Absolutely love these sessions. You guys make the sessions what the sessions are. If you didn't come and have chat and have fun, and it would be no session. So whilst I open the door, you very much make the show, and I really appreciate it. And I'll see you next week, my friends. Track